Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new, hi, my name is Sukhman Kaur and I do makeup videos sometimes. So recently I've been taking a lot of mini trips to like Sephora and Ulta to pick up some new things, and it just ended up turning into like a whole collection of like half a face of new things. So I decided to sit down and put them all to the test. I have a new concealer, I have a highlighter, I have a blush, I have a new beauty sponge. So if you want to see how I put this look together using all of my new stuff, then just keep on watching. Alright, so I already primed my face using the NYX Angel Veil primer. So let's go ahead and move on to foundation. So I'm using the Fiona Styles Luminous Finish Foundation in the number 7. And the first new product I'm testing out is the Sephora Cake and Bake sponge. And just to show you guys a reference, this is what it looks like next to my very dirty beauty blender, but they're both completely dampened, and the Cake and Bake sponge feels very similar to the Real Techniques sponges, and I don't like those sponges. So let's go ahead and see how I like this. So I think on this side I'm going to like put the foundation on my face and then go in with the sponge, and on the other side I'm going to put it directly on the sponge and then blend it out. I don't know if it makes a difference on how the application goes, but I find that sometimes it does make a difference. And this is a foundation that I know and trust and love, so this is strictly testing out the sponge. So that is that side blended out. You can't really tell because my lights are so bright, but it kind of took away from the coverage, I feel like. I'm gonna go ahead and apply another layer. I mean, this foundation is more medium to full coverage, but I feel like this is more leaning towards the medium side with this sponge. It's not bad, to be honest. It's really good to get around like the nooks and crannies. I'm sure it'll be really good for underneath the eyes, and it's really good for people who like to draw on their eyebrows first. I think this sponge is really, really good for that. So that's one side done. It's not too bad. I'm not gonna be too strict on it. I mean, it's a good sponge. It is better than the Real Techniques one though. I find that the Real Techniques one likes to soak up a lot of the product, but this one does not do that. So now I have it on the sponge. I'm going directly onto the face. And I do have a foundation that matches my skin this time. I'm hearing like a... Do you hear that? I think I like doing it onto my hand, straight onto the sponge, and then on my face. I feel like that applies it a lot better that way. The next new product I have is the Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Custard. By the way, when I say new, you guys, I don't mean that they're new to the market. I mean they're more new to me. I know this has been out for a while now. I just recently got a chance to purchase it, so that's why I'm saying that they're new. So this is what the fresh pot looks like. It has quite a bit of product in there. It has 0.21 ounces and it lasts you for 2 years. By the way to check how long you can use a product is to just check. I don't know if this product is gonna show it, but we will try. I don't know if you guys can see, but if you see that little jar on the bottom right there, that is where you can tell how long you can use the product. So here it says 24M, that means 24 months. So that's 2 years. So I'm just gonna take this brush and dip into the product and then go right underneath the eye. Ooh, that feels nice right off the bat. This area right here is where I have the most darkness, so I like to focus most of the product there and then just kind of feather it out. So now I'm taking the Cake and Bake sponge again, and I'm just gonna start blending that out. Ooh, that's blending out like a dream. Oh, I really like the sponge, you guys. So I'm just gonna set that using my Mercier translucent setting powder. And I normally don't bake, but for the sake of the video, because it's called the Cake and Bake sponge, gotta try baking. So I'm just blending that out, the little bit of creasage that I got, and then taking the other side, the clean side, and pressing that right underneath. It's a lot of powder. This is perfect for getting up against the nose too. For the eyes, I'm gonna take the ColourPop iLuvSarahii Saucy palette. This is what it looks like when you get it. It's just this really pretty sleeve on top. You slide out the box and then you have this really nice and white box, which I love white. I love white boxes, but I'm just so messy. Like my Lorac Pro palette is just so dirty. You can't tell on camera, but it is. These are the shades that you get. You get like a iridescent pink shade, you get a nice crease color, and then you get one like kind of shimmery purple and one dark matte plum purple. Just being honest here, there's not many looks you can create with this. I mean, I guess that's fine. I guess that's the whole kind of point of it. The names are on the back. I didn't even notice that. This is Heavy Glam. This is Chic Happens, this is Lit, and this is Razy. Let's just go ahead and get into it. So I'm gonna take the matte crease color, I'm gonna tap off the excess, and then go right into the crease. I've held off on using these shadows for so long because I wanted to do a video. First impression, hella pigmented. They're blending super easily too, I love it. To be honest, there's still blue eyeshadow on this, but I'm just gonna flip it over and use the other side. Hope you don't mind. So now I'm just gonna take the purple metallic shade, and I'm first gonna go in without wetting the brush and see how much pigment I can get out of it. I'm gonna put that all over the lid. Ooh, I like it. Now I'm going to take the MAC 217 and take that same crease color, tap it off, and just blend out those edges. And that blends out perfectly. The pigment from the metallic purple did get taken away a little, but that's completely normal. And I'm just going to go in a little bit later to pack that color back on. Now I'm going back in with that purple metallic. So it's looking a little bland and I feel like I just need more definition. So I'm taking the dark plum color on this Morphe M507 pencil brush and just gonna put that on the outer corner. I'm quickly just going to brush off the bake. Now I'm taking the Morphe M508 and I'm taking this iridescent pink color and I'm putting that in the inner corner. Ooh. That's a fun color. I've never seen anything like that. For the lower lash line, I'm just taking the crease shade and mixing in a little, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1 of the plum shade. And I'm just gonna apply that to the lower lash line, just for that little bit of definition. So I'm just wiping off that pencil brush I used earlier, taking more of that crease color and blending that out. This palette doesn't really have a nice color for the brow bone, so I'm just gonna take the Anastasia Nicole Gurerrio palette. You guys know this is one of my faves. Let's go with Forever Young. That one. And put that on the brow bone. And this is just gonna add that nice pop. And I'm actually gonna take that same shade. Actually, no, I'm gonna take Forever Lit, just the pearly white shade, and put that on top of the inner corner color. I feel like that's gonna really brighten it up and make it stand out a little bit more. I'm gonna go finish my eyes off of camera, put some eyebrows on, and do my bronzer, and I'll be right back to finish off the look. That took me a minute, y'all. I feel like I'm getting worse and worse at putting lashes on. Just so that you guys know what I just did, I did bronzer, contour my nose, put on some lashes, mascara my lower lashes, and did my eyebrows. So let's go ahead and continue. I do want to try using the Cake and Bake sponge to clean up this area. This is not normally something that I do, but just for the purpose of the video, let's go ahead and try it out. I feel like this sponge would be really good for the people that do enjoy doing this. So I just put some powder and oh yeah. So I'm super excited about this new blush trio by Anastasia. I got the one in Pool Party. I love the packaging for this. I think it is gorgeous. I'm mostly intrigued by the outer two colors. This is not really me, but I might try it out. We'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Morphe M104, and I'm taking this shade right here because it is just calling my name. Oh yes. It's not too pigmented, which for blushes, I feel like having a really pigmented blush is not a plus because then it's really easy to go heavy-handed, and for me, I like to just stab myself with my blush. So I really like that they're perfectly pigmented. They're not too light and they're not too pigmented. So for highlighter, I have the LA Girl StrobeLite Strobing Powder. I showed this in my last video and it is pretty warm tone. It's like a golden color. Like, I'm a little afraid it's gonna look too powdery. Let's go ahead and try it. I'm gonna take the Anastasia A23. That's a little powdery for me. I don't like that. I'm gonna go ahead and apply a little bit of it to the other side to even it out. But then I'm gonna go in with a different highlighter. It's not bad. If you're on a budget, this is a pretty good highlighter, but I still prefer the ColourPop one, the one in the shade Wisp. I still prefer this one over this LA Girl one, and this is $7. I feel like you get better quality highlighter and it just looks better on the cheeks, and it's $6. So I would definitely go for this one if you're in the market for a new highlighter. On top of this highlighter, I'm just gonna go ahead and take a little bit of 143 and Forever Young from the Anastasia Nicole Gurerrio palette, just to kind of make it a little more poppy. Forever Young on my nose. I'm quickly just going to mute out the color of my lips. I normally don't like doing that, but just because this is such a cool tone look, I want the pigmentation of my lips to be as minimal as possible. But I'm taking the Jordana lip liner in the shade Rockin' Rose and just lining my lips with that. Okay, I know I kind of just stopped talking there, but I went in with the NYX Lingerie Lip Cream in the shade Push Up. And then I went in with the Moira, you guys, I still don't know how to say this, the Moira Lush Matte Cream. And then I went in with the NYX Butter Gloss in Tiramisu. And this is the lip that I came up with. I know that was a lot of lip products for one day, and you're probably like, really, Sukhman? Really? Alright, you guys, that's it for this makeup look. I hope you enjoyed it. I truly did enjoy pretty much everything that I tried out. I don't think there's anything that I didn't like except for this LA Girl StrobeLite powder. I just don't really see that much of a glow coming from it, and there's so many more like affordable highlighters out there nowadays, like the Wet n Wild Mega Glow that I used in my previous video. It's so good and it's so cheap, and it's even cheaper than the LA Girl one. So I definitely suggest you try that one and just skip out on this one. It's not worth it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a like, subscribe. We're so close to 1,000. I can just feel it. I can feel it. I see it right there. Who knows? Maybe we'll do a little bit of a giveaway once we get to 1,000. Maybe. Anyways, that's all that I have to say, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.